For over a decade, Jim Parsons and Kaley Cuoco were inseparable on screen. As Sheldon Cooper and Penny on The Big Bang Theory, their chemistry felt effortless, natural, and unforgettable. Fans laughed with them, cried with them, and watched their characters grow together through 12 seasons. But once the cameras stopped rolling, one question lingered in fans' minds for years. How does Jim Parsons really feel about Kaley Cuoco? The answer is far deeper and more emotional than most people realize. When The Big Bang Theory first began, Jim and Kaley were strangers. Jim was a trained theater actor with intense focus and discipline. Kaley was already a seasoned TV star with natural charm and emotional openness. On paper, they couldn't have been more different. But something unexpected happened. They bonded. Behind the scenes, Jim Parsons has repeatedly described Kaley Cuoco as one of the most important people in his life. Not just a co-star, not just a friend, but someone who helped him survive the pressures of sudden fame. Jim has admitted that early success overwhelmed him. The sudden attention, expectations, and long filming schedules were emotionally draining. Kaley, on the other hand, brought warmth and humor to the set. She checked in on him. She laughed things off. She made the environment feel human. And Jim noticed. In interviews, Jim has said Kaley's emotional intelligence balanced his own intensity. Where he overthought, she felt. Where he retreated inward, she reached out. Their connection wasn't romantic, but it was deeply intimate in a way that only long-term creative partnerships can be. When the show ended in 2019, fans were heartbroken, but so were they. Jim has openly said that saying goodbye to Kaley was one of the hardest parts of ending the series. Not because the job ended, but because that daily connection disappeared. For 12 years, they had shared victories, failures, exhaustion, and growth. That kind of bond doesn't fade easily. What surprises fans most is how protective Jim still is of Kaley. When Kaley went through her very public divorce, Jim refused to comment publicly, but friends revealed he privately reached out to support her. No press, no headlines, just loyalty. Jim has also praised Kaley for her bravery, calling her fearlessly emotional and someone who lives honestly, qualities he deeply admires. And Kaley feels the same. She has said Jim changed her life, calling him her safe place on set. Someone she trusted completely. Someone who understood her without needing explanations. So how does Jim Parsons really feel about Kaley Cuoco? He loves her. Not in a Hollywood fantasy way. Not in a tabloid way. But in a rare, lifelong way built on respect, gratitude, and shared history. Their story reminds us that the strongest relationships aren't always romantic. Sometimes, they're the ones that quietly hold us together while the world watches from the outside. And even though The Big Bang Theory is over, one thing is clear. The bond between Jim Parsons and Kaley Cuoco is real. And it's forever. If you enjoy untold Hollywood stories and real relationships behind the scenes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. More revealing stories are coming next.